Hi, I'm Robert Begley, day 824 in my video challenge. Today's Labor Day. Traditionally, for me as a lifelong New Yorker, it would signify the end of summer. School would start the next day, and they would have the Jerry Lewis Telethon. Remember that? Man, Jerry would get on the air at I think, the night before, and he'd be up straight 24 hours. And he'd have all of these entertainers on the show. And whenever there'd be more money, he'd have this little digital things tally, and he'd just have these amazing faces to have all this money go for muscular dystrophy. And that was just part of my childhood every year. I mean, I'd enjoy Labor Day. I'd go out, play baseball, play sports outside, come back, and at least just catch the end of the Jerry Lewis Telethon. And there's nothing like it nowadays. You know, when PBS has their telethon, fast forward right past that. Even if I give money, I just don't want to hear the constant whining. But Jerry Lewis, later in life, I have something in common with him. We both share our favorite book, or at least the book he carried around with him. Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead. I think it's that one right there. Yeah. And when I read that, I thought, wow, that is pretty cool. And I would not have known that from his character as the nutty professor, um, the more goofy of the Martin and Lewis duo. The last thing I remember, pretty sure was Frank Sinatra, who Martin and Lewis had bickered for years. They didn't talk to each other. And Frank brought out during the telethon, he brought out Dean Lewis, and they hugged and embraced Martin and Lewis again. And it was a beautiful moment for television. Authentic? I don't know. I was a kid. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Labor Day, Jerry Lewis telethon, and the kids with muscular dystrophy. Still, heart goes out to them. Any kind of atrophy. If we had free market science, we'd be living to 150 years old. No problem. See you tomorrow.